Okay, settle down. Bring out your manuals. Turn it to the next lecture on expressions of concentrations. So, for our midterm grading period, we will now be focusing on concepts such as concentrations, how to alter concentrations of our preparations, and also how to prepare various solutions of varying concentrations. This is important because as we move on to our patient dosing or our posology, we would be necessitated to adjust various concentrations of our solutions if needed. Okay? So first we have expressions of concentrations, after which we have our chemical concentrations, similar to your QC1. Then you would have dilution, alligation, and we're going to start with posology after that. Okay? So let's start with concentration. So when we say concentration, it is the abundance of a constituent divided by a total amount or volume of a mixture. Concentration will tell you how much active ingredient or how much drug is present per unit of your dosage form. Okay? Okay, to clarify, when we say drug, it is the active ingredient. So it is part of your dosage form which gives the pharmacologic action. Yun yung part ng ating gamot na nagbibigay ng epekto sa katawan. Okay? When we say dosage forms on the other hand, or dosage form, this is the concrete item or material you are taking inside the body. So when we say drug, paracetamol. Okay, paracetamol, phenylephrine, isoproterenol, dopamine, dobutamine, epinephrine. Yung mga active ingredient, yun po yung ating drug na sinasabi. Or active ingredient. Or our AI, active ingredient. Siya yung part ng ating gamot na nagbibigay ng effect sa ating katawan. Maliwanag po kung ano yung drug. Now, next we have our dosage form. When we say dosage form, ito yung concrete na nahahawakan ng inyong pasyente or yung concrete na nahahawakan ninyo. So these are your tablets, capsules, ointments, creams, lotions, magmas, emulsions, infusions, injections, inhalations, etc. Okay? So ito yung concrete na delivery system ng ating gamot. Para madali, tablet. Yung mismong nahahawakan ninyo, dosage form na yon. Anong connect nun sa ating concentration? Yung dosage form, hindi po yon purong gamot. Hindi po yon purong gamot. Yung 500 milligrams ng paracetamol, hindi lang paracetamol ang laman nun. May ibang laman yon na tumutulong sa pagbuo ng dosage form. You have your fillers, colorants, binders, lubricants, etc. You would learn more about that in your PHAR 3 or your pharmaceutical dosage forms. But for now, i-separate lang natin, meron tayong active, meron tayong inactive. At yung concentrations natin, yun yung gano'ng kadaming active over dun sa total preparation. So it's like a ratio telling you how much active ingredient is in the whole dosage form. So in general class, when we say concentration, it would simply tell you how much active over total. Marami po tayong expressions ng concentrations. We have a lot of expressions of concentrations, but all of them will always tell you how much is the active ingredient over the total amount. There are a lot varying of different uses, but they will all tell you the same fact that for every gallon there is a certain amount of active ingredient. Okay? Now, the question is, why do we need concentration? Can't you just declare the amount of active? You can, pero paano pag naghahati kayo? Take for example, one bottle. One bottle has 250 milligrams. Paano kung isang kutsarita lang? Gano'ng kadaming gamot meron dun sa isang kutsarita? Or paano kung tablet? Paano kung kalahating tablet lang? Okay? So the concentration will also help you to subdivide your doses if needed. Okay? Hence, that is the importance of concentration. So concentration will come in various forms. Okay? Some are more common than others, while some have limited uses. Some aren't actually used in regular pharmacy life at all. Unless you're working in a chemical facility, some of this you will rarely encounter. Let's start with the standard ones, percentage. You are familiar with percentage already. So percentage will tell you how much of something is in 100. In 100 is your percentage. So take for example, let's say 3%. For every 100, there is 3. 2% for every 100, 2. So per 100, that is your percentage. There are 3 types of percentages later, but they will all tell you the same thing, that per 100, there is this amount. When we are computing with percentages, I want you to always convert it into fractions or decimals first. Why? If you forget to convert percentage, you will multiply with the whole number. So take for example, 100 times 3%, that is not 300. That is 3. Okay? So when you encounter a percentage, all you have to do is convert it into a fraction. How to do it? Meron kang 4%, gumawa ka ng fraction bar, kopyahin mo yung number, 4, bago lagyan mo ng 100 sa ilalim. Tapos na. Naintindihan? You all have to do that. Okay? It's not that I require you kasi gusto ko lang, pero it prevents you from making a arithmetic mistake of simply, pag nakalimutan niyo kasing isulat yung percentage, wala na, tapos na. Buong whole number yon, tenfold error na yon. So okay, convert po tayo. Try muna. 2% gawin yung fraction. 2 over 100. 1% gawing fraction. 1 over 100. 0.9%. Bakit 9? 0.9 over 100. Kokopyahin nyo lang. Huwag nyo lang kakalimutang maglagay ng 100 sa ilalim. Okay, regardless kung 0.9 or kahit anong liit, basta over 100, percentage equivalent na po iyon. Maliwanag po? Okay, so next. So the 3 concentrations that I will be discussing are official in the USP. These are customary terms, and when we see them, we can automatically assume that yun ang sabihin nun. So in the USP, we have 3 types of percentages. Iba't iba po yung gamit, depende sa dosage form. So the type of percentage that you will use varies on the dosage form that you have. So let's start with percent weight in weight. Weight in volume. This class is the most common. This is the most common, and it will tell you how much of the active ingredient in grams is contained in 100 ml of preparation. So again, it would tell you how much active ingredient in grams is in 100 ml of preparation. Okay? So, para po makuha ang percent weight over volume, all you have to do is to get the gram active over ml total times 100. And you would get percent weight in volume. Okay? Ipagdi-divide nyo lang po yung weight over volume times 100, okay na po yon. Pag hindi po ninyo pag hindi nyo minultiply sa 100, you would also get a concentration. Kaso hindi siya percent. Mas common po class na percent. Okay? Kahit po yung mga chemical preparations ninyo sa laboratory, example, yung mga label na ginawa ko, usually naka-percent din naman po yun. Take for example, 98% sulfuric acid. That means 98 grams of sulfuric acid per 100 ml. Okay? Yan po yung formula. Paano po pag meron kayong percent weight over volume? Take for example, you have a preparation that is 4% weight over volume. Always convert first into fractions. So, anong gagawin? Okay, gawa ng fraction bar, kopyahin yung number over 100. Sulatan nyo ngayon ng unit. Anong unit yung nasa taas? Grams. Kasi, weight over volume. Bago sa baba, ml. Ganun lang po. Huwag kalimutan na 100 lagi yung nasa ilalim kapag percentage. With this, you could manipulate various calculations already. Okay po? Okay? Goods tayo? Time to make your magic triangle. Okay. Concentration is active over total. Total meaning the whole preparation. Active, how much active ingredient there is. If we want to determine the active ingredient, that is total times concentration. And if we want to get the total, that is active over concentration. Just make sure that the units will cancel out or will form the correct unit. So usually gram per ml ang lalabas dapat. Ano ga? Iingay na mga dent na ito. Pero hindi natin pwedeng murahin kasi sila ang taga dito. Wala nang magagawa. Nakuha. May magic triangle na kayo. Magic triangle. Okay na. Goods. Okay po? Okay. Next, we have percent volume in volume. So, for our percent volume in volume, yung amount ng active ingredient ay volume na rin po. Okay? So, ang percent volume in volume natin, ginagamit natin sa mga preparation na ang liquid, ang ating active ingredient ay liquid din. Most common preparations with percent volume in volume are alcoholic preparations. Like your elixirs, your aromatic waters, your topical solutions, or your emulsions. When your active ingredient is in ml, it is expressed in volume per volume. Okay? Ganon din po. Katulad ng percent weight over weight, ml active over ml total times 100. And kapag naman po fraction, from our percentage into fraction, take for example, 3% volume in volume, ano po ang kalalabasan niyan? 3 ml over 100 ml. Ngayon, magkakameron kayo ng tendency na laging gram per ml. It's normal. You will always have a tendency to use the most common concentrations. Kasi yun ang pinaka-common. Ngayon dito, one problem you might encounter is that pag parehong volume ang ibinigay sa problem, hindi nyo alam or hindi nyo ma-distinguish alin yung active, alin yung total. Okay? That's one challenge. Ngayon, hindi ko naman lagi pwedeng i-pinpoint yon sa inyo. You have to figure it out on your own. Pero ang isa kong tip, yung mas malaki yung volume, obviously yun yung total. Yung mas maliit, that is the active ingredient. Okay? Or, isa ring way, kung alin yung dinidescribe na dosage form, like for example, a 400 ml solution, edi yun yung total. Contains 3 ml of active ingredient. Pwede naman ganon. Or may pangalan yung gamot. Okay? So, you should clearly identify in the problem which is your active ingredient and which is your total. Okay? Otherwise, pag napagbaliktad ninyo, edi mali yung sagot. Alam niyo yung mali ang sagot ninyo pag abnormal ang percentage yung makukuha. 1,200%. Oy, wait lang. Pag-isipan mo muna. Okay? Yung iba sa inyo, hindi man lang nakaramdam. Ang sagot ng tableta ay 6.5 kilograms. Ano gang bigat ng tabletang iyon? Konting common sense din. Minsan naman, pag-isipan din natin, tama gayon? Okay? Parang yung, how many milligrams would you need to make 100 million Ano ba yun? Okay. And finally, we have our percent weight in weight. It's similar to previously, but this time, mass, weight active, over weight total, times 100%. This is used in preparations that are difficult to ascertain the volume. Okay? Pag yung mga bagay na malapot, malagkit, mahirap sukatin, makalat, usually wineweigh na lang natin. Kesa, alam nga naman kasing ilagay mo sa graduated cylinder bago hirap kuskusin palabas, i-weigh mo na lang yung kasama yung kanyang lalagyanan. So usually ang gumagamit po ng percent weight in weight is yung mga nilalahid. Ointments, creams, gels. Okay? Sino sa inyo may eczema? So yung Betnobate ninyo malamang naka-weight in weight. Okay? May eczema or sino sa inyo gumagamit ng Trenitoin? Trenitoin. Skincare. Trenitoin. AHA. BHA. Ascorbic acid. Salicylic acid. Okay, skincare yon. Azelaic acid. Lahat yun pang muka. Okay? So yung mga yon, expressions of concentrations, ginagamit din po nila. Kapag sobrang taas ng concentration, it burns the skin. If sobrang baba, walang effect. Okay? Serum. Hindi naman hydrogen peroxide. Grabe naman. Grabe naman ang hydrogen peroxide. Ang brutal naman nun. Baka naman ang pangkuskus yung sa mukha, perla. Huwag naman. Okay. Let's start. Sample problems. Percentages po muna tayo. Answer this one. Okay, step by step, pick the active, pick the total, buuin ang formula, you'll get your answer. Bakit umibo? Ba't umibo ng daming? Huwag mo lang bakit. Kasi ginalaw ko yung bag ko. Wait, something reminder. Standard po ang unit ng percent weight over weight, volume over volume, and mass over mass or weight over weight. Grams and ml lang po ang acceptable unit. So if you are encountering units that are different, you have to convert them into grams and ml first. Okay? Otherwise, hindi standard ang inyong concentration. Sagot! 5% weight in volume. Okay? So, 200 grams yung active natin. 4,000 yung ating total. I-multiply lang po natin ng 100. And we would get 5% weight in volume. Okay? Class, kindly include in your answers the kind of percent. Okay? Pag hindi po nakasulat yung percentage, pag hindi po nakasulat kung anong type siya, automatically nagdi-default yon sa weight over volume. Okay? Weight over volume. So pag hindi naka-indicate kung anong klaseng percentage siya, weight over volume yung default. Next. Sagot po, 0.05 grams. Nakuha po? Madali? Madali sa ngayon. Okay, next. This one. Lumikdang ako ng mga tatlong tanong. Okay, gentle reminder that if you have any concerns with your faculty, you may report them to me, or if you're not comfortable reporting it to me, you may go to the office and report it to your dean if you have any problems with your faculty members. Okay? Hindi po sa Freedom Wall nirereklamo. Hindi po ma-actionan niya. Answer please. 6 ml. Okay, total times concentration to get the active. Okay po? Nakuha po? Okay. Pili ako ng isa. Wait lang! Okay, next. Po naman. Okay. Please don't develop a bad habit of automatically assuming the larger number is the total. Baka mapag-abutan ko kayo na ina-assume nyo lang agad na yun ang total. Possible po yun. Possible po na over-concentrated ang isang bagay. Lalo na pag weight over volume, pwede po yun. Lampas 100 ang concentration. Lalo na pag mga super saturated solutions. Brum, brum. Answer please. 5%. Okay po? Nakuha? Okay, let's move on to other units of concentration. Next, we have ratio strength. For ratio strength, it is still the same. Katulad ng sinasabi ko kanina, all concentrations will just tell you how much active is in the total. In our case, ratio strength, the form of ratio strength is in a ratio. Okay? Since all percentages are simply ratios of 1 to 100, you could convert it to percent, then make it a ratio. Okay? Like for example, pag binigyan ko yun ng 1:2 solution, that is 1 gram per 2 ml. Depende kung anong dosage form. Pero in general is it's 1 gram to 2 ml. Pag ratio kasi usually solutions yon, unless specified. Okay? Basta nakita nyo na meron kayong ratio, example 2:5, gawin yung fraction 2:5. Tapos na. That's that easy. Okay? Like for example, this one, 0.2 as ratio strength. Pero, ang kailangan sa ratio strength class, laging 1. If possible, 1 yung first number. 1 is to ganon. Okay? Take for example ito, express 2 as ratio strength. So, since siya ay percentage, pwede mong gawin munang fraction. Okay? Pwede pong ganyan, or 0.02 is to 100 ml. Kaso pangit. Like, pangit. Pangit siyang tingnan. It's actually 2 is to 10,000 or 1 is to 5,000. Ito po yung pinaka-acceptable na form ng isang ratio. 1 is to something. Or the closest possible. Pag kasi may putal, parang mahirap isipin kung ano yun. So it means that for every 1 gram, there is 5,000 total. Maliwanag po? Okay. Try again, this one. Baliktad naman. Ano pong sagot natin? 0.025%. Kasi 1 is to 4,000 times 100. Go away. Labas. Labas. Diretso kang labas. Hindi, dumiretso kang labas. Huwag kang tumambay sa pinto. Okay. Kailan ginagamit ang ratio strength? Ratio strengths are used for very dilute solutions. These are used if the percentages are smaller than 1. Okay? Mga 0.2% okay pa. Pero pag mga 0.02% na maliit na po masyado yun to express in percent, magre-ratio na po kayo. Okay? So ratios should only be used in small dilutions. Okay? Like for example, mga 1 is to 10,000, maliit na po yun sa percentage. Next, we have, sample ulit. Middle trim. Malaki na mo yan. Tandaan niyo po, ratio ang gustong sagot. Hindi percentage. Baka kasi mag-default kayo ng percentage. So pag may sagot kayo, gawin yung fraction. Malamang ay ratio na yon. Good ratio na yon. Answer please. 5 over 8? Ano?
1 over 160.
1 is, hindi. 1 is to 160. Sagot ay ratio, hindi fraction. Okay. So 5 tabs times 1 tab is 2.25 grams. That is 5 times 2.25. 11.25 grams over 1,800 ml. Hindi nyo multiply sa 100 yun, ha? Divided by 1/8. May, nade-develop yung, parang, pag-concentration nade-develop na laging 100. Kasi yung pinaka-common. Pero pag-isipan nyo rin minsan bago kayo tumira. Na 1/8. So magkakameron kayo ng 6.25 times 10 to the negative third. Gawin yung fraction. 1 is to 160 or 1 is to 160. Okay po? Is it clear? Okay, let's continue if that's clear. Walang tanong so far? Wala. Okay. Ano? Okay na. Next, we have our milligrams percent. Milligrams percent is also a type of percentage in which it is milligrams over 100 ml. Okay. Milligrams percent is amount of milligrams per 100 ml. So when you have 2 milligram percent, that is 2 milligrams over 100 ml. Anong pinagkaiba sa percent weight in volume? Ang weight natin ay milligrams. Compared dun sa weight and volume na grams over milliliters. Ha, tandaan, milligram percent ay milligrams ang nasa taas. Ang equivalent po nito, class, ay mg per dl. It is numerically equivalent to mg per dl, which is a unit used in clinical chemistry, like your lipid profile, your SGPT, lipid profile, nitrogen concentration in the blood. Pag mga medtech, yan ang units nila, mg per dl. Okay po? Sadyang mg per ml. Sadyang ang sagot niya ay mg/ml. Hindi. Ang numerically equivalent, numerically equivalent po ang, take for example, pag sinabi natin 2 milligram percent, that is 2 milligram per 100 ml. That is also equivalent to 2 milligram per deciliter, if I'm not mistaken. Kasi ito ay, pag ginawan mo, i-multiply mo rin naman sa 100 para bumalik na percentage. Okay? It's rare to encounter mg per dl sa atin. Kapag pharma, hindi lalabas masyadong mg per dl kasi hindi siya standard unit. Usually ay gram per ml or gram per ml usually. Pero pag clean chem, lalabas po yan. Lalo na pag nagsimula na kayo magbasa ng mga clinical chemistry reports. Example, nagpa-chem 11 kayo or nagpa-chem 12. Yan, yun mga lalabas na units. Okay? Pag may pera kayo at may oras kayo, magpa-chem 11 kayo at magpa-chem 12. Malay nyo, mataas na ang inyong lipid profile or something. Okay? Ako hindi pa. Hanggat walang nararamdaman, hindi magpapatingin. De, joke lang. You should get an annual physical para maagapan agad. Did you attend? Did you attend Dr. Exconde's seminar about PCOS last year? So yung may mga PCOS, kailangan i-monitor ang blood sugar. Dapat kayo naka-metformin. Otherwise, it might mas malaki kasi ang propensity ng may PCOS na mag-develop ng type 2 DM compared to regular women. So, alaga ng metformin dapat. Last units, we have our parts per million and our parts per billion. These are examples of ratio strength. However, they have an abbreviation that is common, ppm, ppb. So when we say ppm, ppb, how many parts per billion or how many parts per million? Usually, the unit class is grams and ml. So take for example, we have 2 ppm, that is 2 grams per 1 million ml. Okay? So, ppm is a very small number. Kaya lang siya malaki kasi naka-parts per million na siya. Kapag naman po ppb, like for example, 3 ppb, that is 3 grams per 1 billion. Take note, this is not a percentage. This is a ratio. So, nako-convert pa yung percentage kung gusto nyo, pero napakaliit ng percentage na yan. That is why it is more practical to express it in ppm or ppb. So, simple lang. Pag nakakita yung ppm, isulat nyo yung number. Bago kung M, magsulat kayo ng 1 million. Pag B, magsulat kayo ng 1 billion. Okay? This is usually reserved class for trace analysis. Or take for example, you're monitoring water quality. Kailangan mong kunin how many particles of lead or arsenic is present in the drinking water. It's usually very, very few that reporting it in percentage is impractical. Kaya gumagamit tayo ng ppm at saka ng ppb. Take for example, air quality index It's usually a measurement of particles per million something. Please take note, hindi laging grams per ml. Pero sa situation kasi natin, pag pharma, laging hinahandle lang naman natin weight at saka mass. Weight at saka volume. Hindi katulad pag mga engineer, minsan ay ang ppm nila ay per cubic meter, meaning volume ng air or volume ng tubig. Okay po? Okay? Sample problems. Tayo ay hanggang 2:30. Hindi. 11:30 to 2. Hala. Kaya ng calcio nyo? Hindi kaya ng akin. Check ko yung kabila kong calcio. Wala, hindi ko dala yung isa kong calcio. Okay, that's the answer. Did we get the same? Nakuha po? For our percentage, since naka-ratio na siya, gawin nyo lang fraction times yung 100. Okay na. Then for ratio strength, since naka-ratio na siya, if kaya pang isimplify yung fraction, no, or gawing 1 is to something, paliitin nyo yung number. So 1 is to 200,000. Okay po? Hindi kaya ng calcio ko. Or baka, hindi ka na. Next question. Basa ng ayos dito sa isang ito. Answer! Wala? Ano sagot? Wala pa?
4.68 times 10 raised to 11.
Hindi? Ano? Basahin mo ulit ang tanong. Malapit ka na, pero kulang pa ang sagot mo. At tingin. Ikaw, baka may sagot ka. Ang laki, hindi. Ang laki, hindi siya thousands. Ala. Ala, yan ang sinasabi sa hula. Okay, magsimula tayo. Ano yung total? 5.2 kilograms. Gagawin mo ng grams yan. Oh. Ano ang ating concentration? ppm. 12.5 grams over 1 million grams. So that is 0.065 grams times 1 gram is 1,065 milligrams. Walang times 100. Oh, hindi man to percentage lang, te. Okay, remember that ppm and ppb, it's safe to assume it's grams per ml or grams ml. Okay, hindi siya usually exotic na unit. Okay? Question so far? Ang sagot po ay milligrams. Grams yung lalabas doon. Okay? Usually naman, pag mga ppm, ppb bago veterinary use, may pre-calculated na siyang amount. Example ay isang kutsarita sa isang balde. Minsan ganon. Although, ano yung size ng balde mo, relative na yun, usually sapat na po yun sa agricultural use. Okay? For the rest, kindly answer at your own leisure. Pakisagot. Take a 5-minute break and we will have a short lecture on prescriptions. CR muna kayo.